Hello everyone and welcome back to Project Architect. We are back on the server. In the last episode we built this thing. This is one thing we did. This is essentially just like a place to hold our wireless network transmitters, right? We've got a few empty ones up there for expansion, and obviously they connect back to our system via this guy here. So that's pretty cool. That's nice. Another thing we did is we messed around with some of these Project E bands and stuff, and this is actually a bit of a problem, what we're seeing there with the stuff falling off the edge. We do need to address that. I think it's easily addressed by just making this go a little bit bigger. That should hopefully cover that side. This side's not covered though, so I think it's fine. We'll see. Anyhow, we've put a dark matter pedestal and a growth of like the goddess of band growth thingamajig. What's it called? I don't even know what it's called. It's called something. Basically, it grows everything and it harvests everything. Pretty cool. We also tried out the Watch of Flowing Time. It did some cool stuff in here in terms of like, I don't know, making this guy spin really fast. That's cool. It also made this guy underneath plant very fast. It didn't really grow that much faster, so it wasn't really worth doing, I don't think. Now, we also did try it over here with our flower farm, and it was horrible. I definitely do not suggest doing that. No, as in, it works. It works really well. Your game will crash. Your game will very much crash. We placed it down here, or maybe we placed it up here, but I had to like break it instantly. It was, you can see it right at the end of the video. So yeah. So someone suggested testing it over at the mob farm, and I'll tell you what, I'm very tempted, but I won't do it yet because I do have a video to record first. We'll try it at the end. This episode, there's a few things we want to do. One is someone suggested checking out lamps of growth. These guys right here, they're apparently not as good as the bands, but they might be a little bit more server friendly, so we can try it out. A cool thing these need are rock roots, and you get these from rock root ores, which I googled it, and they spawn in mountains, so I was going to go mining in the mountain, but there is actually one right there. There's probably plenty more, and we obviously need more than one, so like they don't have EMC or anything, so one won't cut it. But I thought I'd show that off as, I guess, proof, is that we have one right here that spawns in the mountain. Do I want to mine it yet, or do we want like, do we want fortune to some extent? You know what I mean? Like, and then we could possibly get a bunch of it? Is that something we want to do? Fortune upgrades. I assume this goes into like a whatchamacallit? Destroyer? Is that what it's called? A destructor? A destroyer? A destructor from refined storage that breaks blocks. Very interesting. Okay. We'll keep that on. Here, I'll tell you what. Let's break this guy. What do we get? 3 rock root. Okay, so fortune would apply to it. So I guess I suggest doing that because it doesn't have EMC. Okay, well, that was one thing I wanted to do, but we might check that out. We might not. The main thing I wanted to do and wanted to sort of get out of the way, if we have the time to do it all, is Energizing Orb. Now, I can set this up relatively easy, I think, but I have a bit of a vision of what I want to do. I don't know how well this will look, but I kind of want to have like an arm reaching over here, like not like a real arm, but you know, like almost like a crane arm, right? And then dangling from it, I want to make a box out of these either reactor glass or this chipped glass that looks like this, and within that have like, you know, our energizing rods and energizing orb. Does that sound fun? Maybe, maybe not. Another thing was steel. Do we have any steel? We don't. I'm gonna grab. Oh my god, I've pressed all the wrong things. I wanted to grab a blast furnace if we can craft one of these, which we can. Beautiful. Because if we chuck iron into this guy with a little bit of coal, there we go. We can get steel actually. So that's all I was really gonna do. I was gonna slap this guy down, chuck him in. Bam, and this should give us steel. With the steel, you can make hollow steel frames, just like this. And then these hollow steel frames can make some pretty cool stuff. And I want to try like some of the beams, right? Because I don't know, that sounds cool, doesn't it? So this is apparently going to take a while, so I guess we'll leave that to do its thing. In terms of everything else, we can make the glass blower, I think. Let's go ahead and make this guy. The chipped blocks here look so cool. Are you ready for this? I don't think you are. How, like, is this not just one of the most beautiful blocks you have ever seen? Even the blast furnace, look at this one. compared to the real one. The real one is like a perfect cube. And this one's so like, it's so beautiful, is it not? With like the extra little 3D texture. That is so nice. The chipped mod, their blocks are so beautiful. Like all of them. I love just placing them down and looking at them. Like, look at that. It even like leans out of the block to get like, you know. Oh, it's so beautiful. Anyhow, this guy, we can chuck glass in him, I believe. Let's grab a bunch of just normal glass. Hopefully this works. Open him up, chuck it in, and obviously we can pretty much select what we want. Now, what sort of looks like a reinforced like dome? This stuff looks steely, I guess. We could go for that. We go for like, should I try this? I mean, I know that it sort of just looks like glass. The textures aren't connecting either, which is what I was sort of hoping for. Can I chuck these back in? Oh, I can. Can we go like this thing? What are these gonna look like? Do these? No, they're not really connecting, which is what I was really hoping for, because I think reactor glass from bigger reactors might. What do I need for this? I need to smelt charcoal. Okay. We can probably do that. I want to make some of these. I want to get all the stuff that we need. Because I have a feeling as though the actual what am I trying to say here? The actual like energizing orb stuff should be pretty easy. Like I'm pretty sure like look, I can just craft the orb and then I can craft the rod, I think. Starter rod is needed. Boom. Now I've got infinite of those. Oh, another thing I wanted to do real quick is these energizing rods. This is probably an important tip for even you guys at home. These store energy. Now, from my experience, when they store energy, they don't stack and they don't get used up in recipes. And the reason why that's especially important here is because, what was I going to say? Is because we obviously have EMC here. So I'm wondering if I take this out and place it in my inventory, is it going to charge? It is. You can see stored is like, it's just about to be 1000 forge energy, right? Can I now place this back in? No, look at that. It goes in as just an item as opposed to being converted into EMC. So people told me that anything with like an NBT tag or anything can't be converted into EMC. So how do we stop that from happening? Well, if you remember, the wireless charging from this stuff, from whatchamacallit, from Flux Networks, it doesn't charge your main inventory. You physically cannot do that. So what's charging it? Well, it's this guy over here, our player transmitter. So whilst that's a cool feature, we kind of don't want it to do that at the moment. So I'm going to put that away. And now when I take out this energizing rod and place it here, it doesn't charge. Now, if I place it in my hotbar, it probably would. So I don't really want to do that. But that's just a little, I guess, workaround. I thought I'd show you guys. Just so that you don't get like too, what am I trying to say? Like overwhelmed with like an excess of items you don't need, right? Like an excess of rods that you can't craft with. So anyhow, what were we doing? The graphite. What was the graphite for? The reactor glass. Here we go. Reactor casing. Create that into EMC. And then reactor glass. Turn that into EMC. But we can just grab a stack out as well. Does this stuff multi-block together? F3A? Yes. Ooh. Okay. We're probably going to use this because this looks a little bit more, I don't know, heavy duty. I mean, I guess it is reactor glass at the end of the day. So let's pick that stuff up. That junk can go away. We'll use the reactor glass. Did we get the steel? Is that something we grabbed? Maybe not. Potentially not, it's looking like. Boom. I have the steel on me. So boom. Now we have 142,000 steel. Sounds good to me. So we'll go what? Steel frame. I guess we'll learn it. Grab a stack of this. Do I chuck it in here? I do. Now, how do I want to do this? I'll tell you what. I reckon I'm going to grab one of each. And I'll be back. I'll build a little bit of a crane. All right. I know I said I'd come back with the stuff built, but as you may or may not be able to tell, I got a little bit distracted. So we can grab a bunch of these beams out. And I don't really know what they're going to look like. Hollow steel bar. Is this used in like a crafting recipe? What's the point of this? It must be a block you place. What's this going to look like? Oh, it's like a fence, but it's like a, it's a, oh God. These things are too powerful. These are morning stars and katars I have. But anyhow, what I was thinking of doing is like maybe up here or something, having like, how do I do this? Having this, right? Go up and out. Is that easily done? I don't think it is. But like, almost like a crane, right? Do I have to do this? No. Realistically, I don't know how to do this. Is that a bear? Why do I hear like a bear? Is it surely in the cave? It's like a cave bear. Oh no, it's just a zombie villager. Okay, well, you know. you look for a cave bear, what do you get? Zombie villager. Classic. But what we gotta do is place it like, oh no. Oh god. Oh god. Place it like this, right? And then we can build that up and a thing dangling for. I'll build this. I'll be back with my vision. How does that sound? Okay, I've made some pretty good progress here. What I'm placing at the moment are called hollow steel half beams. And so I've got a little bit of a design here that I don't think looks too bad. They sort of act like trapdoors. Listen. It's not the prettiest thing, okay? Down there, we'll figure something out, you know? Like, I don't know. We'll do a thing around here and you'll be like, whoa, look at that thing. Wow, that's a thing. And you'll be really excited, okay? It's fine. It's fine. Okay, even that just looks better than it did like 2 seconds ago. So once we're at this point, I'm going to go ahead and grab my reactor glass. Now, what I might want to do is place like steel blocks as the roof, right? So I might do something like this. I think I'm going to go for a 5x5, right? So just a shape like this. It almost looks like a giant magnet at the moment. But underneath here, we're then going to go down here 4 blocks, I think. Is that gonna... How do I want to do this? I kind of want it to be a 5x5 again, but do I want steel at the bottom again? How do I want to do this? And the real question is, can I place the energizing orb on the roof? Oh, I can. Ooh, here we go. Okay. How do I want to do this then? 5x5. What does this let me do? I could do like here, here, there. Or I could just do like 8 at the roof and then 9 at the bottom. That could work. I'm trying to like envision what we're gonna do here, but I don't. Do I want it to just be purely glass around here, or do I want to have the trims be steel blocks, or do I want the trims to be steel frames like this? Does that look good, or does that look a bit silly? Because like, you know, I think that looks silly. You know what we can do? Hold on. Remain calm. Remain perfectly calm. We can probably do steel blocks and then do these trap doors on it to add like a little bit of texture to it. Maybe? Thoughts? What does this look like on these? On like, does that look weird? Hold on. I'll come back. I'll come back. I have a few ideas. Okay, have a look at what we've got here. So I went ahead and put the glass in the corners, and then obviously these are hollow steel half beams, which was suggested in the comments. These look really nice. Big fan of these. I think this, honestly, very much not the worst thing we've ever done. I'm actually pretty happy with this, and how it's going to look when I guess we're finished with it. Now, it might be a little bit tricky for this next part, because obviously what I want to do is I would like to have my energizing rods be placed all around here. So let's go ahead and, what can we do? We can create basic ones now, right? We need blocks of quartz. Let's go ahead and learn that. We'll go basic energizing rod. Let me just place in this starter one we had so I can manually get that guy out of the way. There we go. And then we can place in, oh, well, then we've already learnt them. So it's already pretty much done. But I should be able to do what? We'll grab out, how many do we want? Oh, it went into our hotbar, so it's charged. It doesn't even really matter that it's charging. But what I want to do, oh, can I not place them there? I was really hoping I could place them on the reactor glass, but it's not working. I can't place them on, I think they have to be placed on power cables. So if I search at power, I believe they have to go onto, like these cables here. Not these cables here, sorry. I don't know where I was looking. So these guys. So, does this look ugly? Is the question? Does this look like it's disgusting? What are we thinking so far? You know what? I don't think so. I was hoping to have them on the roof too, but I won't be able to do that now. There's not enough room. You know what? I think it's fine. Because realistically, we are sort of just doing this for looks because once we craft one of these things, we have infinite of them. You know what I mean? So it's not really... How many more do I need? I need 4. It's genuinely for looks. Like, if we're being completely honest, that's what we're doing. But, I mean, I'd prefer... I only need 3. Apparently, I can't count. But I still want it to look nice, right? So, how can we bring power into this place? I could just place a flux point in here. You know what I mean? That's not the worst idea we've ever had. The issue is obviously I won't be able to get back in. I'll tell you what. We'll set it up while I'm in here. In fact, I can probably just teleport out to my house because I am playing on the server. So we'll hook this guy up. We'll go ahead and create our network here. Disable the limit. Make sure all these guys have enough power. So we should be good. And let's just start crafting. So, if we go through the rods here, we go from basic to hardened. Hardened is going to need energized steel. So we'll go ahead and bookmark that. The next thing we need is niotic crystals. Then I believe we need... you know what? We missed one. There's blazing crystals as well that we need. There's also spirited crystal. And then there's nitrous crystals. So these are sort of like the things we need. Energized steel is going to be gold and iron. So we can probably grab out these like that. And we want to just place them both in here. And then these lasers, as you can see, should shoot there and charge up and get us energized steel. So I can now chuck that in there. We can also, I don't know, put away that stuff. Doesn't really matter too much. We can search energizing... Oh, if it will let me search. Hold on. Energizing rods. I'm recording, right? Yes. Okay. Phew. And what we should be able to do is create hardened rods if we want. So I can go hardened capacitor and I can go hardened rod and voila, we can now make those. But we might be able to jump. We might be able to jump the gun here. And by that, I mean, we might be able to chuck in a blaze rod and just skip a level because we just might be able to. It might charge fast enough that like it's worth waiting. Like, see, we can wait that long. Like that's, you know, not even a full minute. And we've skipped having to replace all these energizing rods we have. So, you know, that's a win in my books. So we get this guy done. That, for example, is 90,000 forge energy, right? To create that guy. What are the alternatives here? So what's next? I think it's the niotic is next. This guy would take 300,000, so that's about 3 times the length of that guy. So once again, not really the end of the world. I can probably do that, you know? I'll just grab a diamond, chuck this guy in here. We'll have a look at how long he takes. Yeah, it's like a percentage, less than a second. Less than a second for a percent. We can wait 100 seconds, you know what I mean? Like, that's fine. There are nitro crystals. That's going to be 20 million RF. We cannot wait that long. What about the emeralds? That's going to be 1 million. We very much could wait that long. But I reckon we upgrade everything to niotic. These are what I used, like niotic cables and stuff for a long time on all the mod 6. I only really upgraded recently to the better stuff. So this guy, yeah, he's got a little bit longer. We'll chuck that in. Now I will have to upgrade these to each level. You can't just like jump the gun and make this. You need the previous like blazing tier, right? So we'll go ahead and craft that. That's not a problem. Blazing. And by the way, in case you're not sure what the point of these are, the ones we're using at the moment are basics. These transfer 50 RF per tick or 50 forge energy per tick, right? And that's how long they take to process all those things you saw. If we were using niotic, it is 700 RF per tick or forge energy per tick, FE per tick. They changed the names of energy, I swear, like every major update. It always confuses me. So yeah, this guy's like way faster, like way more than double. He's like, you know, even more than 7 times. So anyhow, blazing, we'll grab that. We'll grab our niotic crystal, chuck that in there. Create the niotic capacitors. There we go. And then niotic rods. How many do I need? It's 8, right? I believe it is 8. I don't want to break all my stuff. You know what? I'm making the executive decision. I'm going to chuck that stuff away. I'm going to search pickaxe, and I'm just going to grab out a dark matter pickaxe because, like, you know, this guy's fast enough. I don't need to be tearing apart my base every single time I want to break a single block, which is what's been happening. I might also break these cables And we'll make some niotic cables as well, just because obviously the cables have a transfer rate as well. And you don't want to, I mean, you want to be providing enough power, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I believe. Oh, actually, yeah, it is 8. And then niotic, we would like niotic cables, so we should be able to make them directly like this. We'll grab a stack. There we go. Place these guys obviously around here. And a cool thing about power cables, as you might be able to see, is you can walk through them. How nice is that? Can you walk through these things? You can. How beautiful is this? So realistically, we could create the hole to get in here underneath one of these cables, since you can just go through them. So there we go. All of these guys are in. They're all getting power. You can see they're getting, 14,000 forge energy per tick. And we should be able to chuck in, I think it's just an emerald, right? To make this spirited thing. Yep. Here we go. So this needs 1 million forge energy, and look at how fast it's charging. That is phenomenal. Now, if we go to this guy, what does it do? 1.2k. Is it worth upgrading again? I don't know. Like, can we jump the gun and go for this guy? I don't think we can. Let's grab these ingredients out. The nether star and the 2 blocks. We're going to need a block of blazing crystals, which I think is just this, right? Yeah, block of blazing crystal. We can learn it. Why not? There we go. I'll tell you what. I'm just going to chuck the stuff in here like that. So those 4 ingredients all go in there. And it'll take a little bit. As you can see, it's probably like a percent every 2 or 3 seconds. That's not the end of the world. I don't think it's worth making the spirited... I mean, it wouldn't take long. Should I just do it? I feel like I'm just making excuses that don't need to exist, especially in this mod pack. Honestly, out of all the mod packs, this is like the one mod pack that realistically we don't need to worry about that at all. So anyhow, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Let's go ahead and move all these. Now, these cables can actually support higher leveled rods. You don't have to upgrade as you upgrade, I believe. I could be wrong. That's obviously a possibility, but let's go ahead and switch these out, put a bunch of these blue ones away. Here we go. All right, they appear to be drawing the same amount, I guess because they do. Are they charging? You know what? They actually aren't good enough. I thought they were, but apparently I'm just wrong. I don't know why I'm wrong. These are meant to be able to do 40 RF a tick. And clearly that's not really happening. Odd. Anyhow, I mean, once again, that's an easy fix, right? We go spirited, and we search for the energy cables, and we just make some cables. I mean, that's a simple solution. Now, these drop when they have no cables, because obviously they had to be placed on the cables. So just, I don't know, keep that in mind. All right, there we go. We now have all of them. What's it drawing now? It's still drawing the same amount. How odd. It's like it can't comprehend what it's doing here. It really can't draw enough. How very, very odd. Like, look, some of these are empty. Huh. I really don't know. I really don't know what the fix is here. I have a little bit of an idea of what we can do. Could I potentially grab a battery? Can I use a cyclic battery, perhaps? Let me give it a shot. Cyclic battery. Break the flux point. Place the battery here. Place the flux point on top of the battery. Like so. Battery fills up. Have it export on every single side as exporting. Is that now... Are they getting any power? They're not getting any power, are they? Really? Huh. Okay. Interesting. Oh, you know what we can do, actually? I just remembered. This mod pack has energy cells. So I should be able to create... Oh, I've got to create all of the previous ones. We should be able to create these energy cells. And just, like, place them in there. Oh, will it not go in the system? Have I somehow clogged up my system? I suppose it's possible. Huh. Very odd. Oh. Actually, I don't... No. Okay. Maybe it was just lag because that didn't seem to be an issue. I don't know what's happening. Anyhow, let's continue. So I'm making a bunch of these energy cells and just learning them in my system, obviously. Just by dumping them in here. Courtesy of the EMC interface. Then we can go ahead and grab this spirited cell. Now, if I place this here, will that work? I think it is. It's draining a lot more consistently, and all of these lasers are on. So, I mean, it's still taking a long time. Like, honestly, no, they're shutting off now. Why are you doing this? Priority 1? Is that what I need to do? Higher up the priority so that more power comes through? Maybe. What's the rate of this guy? 100 RF per tick? That should be plenty. Very odd. Very, very odd. That does look to have been better. Changing the priority definitely seemed to do a little bit more. Like, I imagine, I don't know, I could add a 10. I don't think that does much. I don't really know what's happening. I'll be honest. I'm sure you guys will let me know. I think the priority made a difference. We should be making... Oh, like, what's going on? Are we burning through our nether stars? I think we are. I wonder if the compact machines are disabled. It's possible that that's a thing. I think they were crashing earlier. Anyhow, nitro crystals. There we go. Okay. Nice. We have these. Oh, if they want to go in my system, which they... Oh, you know what? We're out of power, I bet. Yeah. Okay. Let's let me get out of this box. All right, I'm out of the box. This is sort of what we're dealing with. In fact, I could probably get a pretty neat thumbnail right there, or I guess like this or like that. I don't know how to get the thumbnail. I'll mess around with that later. But what I was going to do, yeah, all of these are off. We're not getting enough power. And I think it's partly because we're draining all our power up there for whatever reason. I left that attached. But also, no, well, this should be working. This should be generating plenty. Where is our power going? Is someone somehow siphoning our power? Is that what's happening? I've got it on private, so it should... As you saw there, I think anyone who's online, it's like automatically got blocked. I didn't manually go and be like, I don't want this person entering my thing. Because it's private. Huh. I mean, I've only got a few things here. I've got a point and a plug for this guy. Okay. There's a mystery. We have a mystery that needs solving. Is it possible... Someone also pointed out that this 8008, if you put that in a calculator, it looks like it says boob. Anyway, where's all of our power going? What have I set up that I've clearly like forgotten exist? This makes sense. The limit of 24,000 RF per tick. That makes sense. But I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense. You know what? Let's place this guy here instead. Let's place down a battery. This guy. I think he does better. Oh, let's do up and down. Exporting? He can take, yeah, like 100,000, and the input should be a lot better. Okay. I really don't know. I don't know what's going on. We should have plenty of power, right? Right, we should. And yet we don't. We have upgrades in here, right? To output the power? We don't. Okay. That's probably the issue then. We don't have any... Okay, hold on. Hold the phone here. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've solved the case. I just need to hope we get enough power in our system that I can pull out pipe upgrades. Oh, actually, no. Hold on. We can transmutate. This is why I kept this in my inventory this whole time. We can grab out pipe upgrades this way. There we go. And then I should be able to manually shift right click these guys in here. Oh, I think some of them actually did have them in there. Maybe I'm wrong. There we go. Boom. Boom. Run over here. You get that. And you get that. Are we good now? I feel like I missed one over here. That's good. That's good. Okay. What are we looking at now in terms of our power input, right? This guy here. Okay. It looks like it's just taking what it needs. No, it doesn't. It looks like... I don't know. Because I think that 14,000 is from this guy, isn't it? Right? Not even. What is going on? I don't know. But yeah. Realistically, what I was going to do is make this guy. Make the nitro stuff. Which we still can do, I guess. Indeed. You know what? Let's go ahead and learn this. And then... Can I then just... no. Alright, I changed the priority around, so now at least we've got power in the base, okay? If I search nitro... Nice, we've got nitro capacitors. So I should be able to now get just nitro reactors. Beautiful. I'll grab out a stack. We don't need a stack, but I'll grab out a stack. Then what I'm going to do is actually pick up this entire reactor. An extra thing I'll need to bring with me real quick is, we'll put that away, is a bucket, if I can find the B on my keyboard, a bucket of water. There we go. And then we'll pick up this stuff. Oh, there we go. And then we'll place this guy down. And I think what we'll see is an insane increase in power generation from just this one simple trick. I think as well, a watch of flowing time can work. I don't think we'll need it, but possibly. I'll turn auto mode on. It should automatically get resources in it. I'll apply the water myself. There we go. It's got water. The reason why I say it might is because, or do I need a, is because I'm pretty sure I entangled it over here. Reactor nitro to put this stuff in. I could try it again. You know what I mean? Like I can, let's re-entangle this. Come over here and bam. Is that now, how you feeling? You feeling good? Oh, there we go. I gave it 1 uraninite and look, it's kickstarted back into play. So there we go. Okay, beautiful. I'm pretty sure that's it, right? So now, okay. How much is this guy generating? He's generating, 87,000 RF per tick. The last guy was generating like less than 6. So now, if we come over here to our big battery, we can now see, the same amount, but the battery's already full. So yeah, I guess that's the trick there. And now this guy's got a surplus of power. So yeah, the power issue solved is essentially where this whole story is going. Are we good? Are we happy about this? I mean, we upgraded to a nitro reactor. Why does it look green? I mean, I guess, the only part that looks nitro is the port, right? The rest of it still just looks like just like your typical reactor. I think in a future episode, we will have to sort out dry ice because we're actually running low. And we can make it using, nice, yeah. That's actually a good reason to actually use the stuff we just set up. We'll be able to automate dry ice by putting in some blue ice and stuff into there. Oh, awesome, nice. I'm looking forward to that. That'll be fun. Okay. I think I'm good then. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you're still enjoying this series. Hopefully you're having some fun watching these videos. I'm happy that we're building stuff again. I wanted to be building stuff. We got really lazy with like the latex and this guy. It's honestly started there with the flower farm. It was downhill from there. But yeah, we might spice this stuff up in a future episode or something. But I'm happy that the new stuff we're making, we're putting a little bit of effort in because I think this looks beautiful. At least compared to the alternative, which is just this stuff sitting on the ground. So yeah, thank you to everyone who watched. Thank you to everyone who liked and subscribed. That stuff's helping me out big time. So thank you guys so much. This series is still doing phenomenally well. So hey, I just hope you enjoy your stay for however long you happen to be watching this channel. Thank you to everyone supporting me by watching ads, donating, and becoming channel members. You guys are actually genuinely like awesome. Thank you guys so much. Don't feel pressured to donate and stuff like that though, guys. Like if you can't financially, don't do it. Watching the ads and stuff that helps me out big time. So don't feel pressured. But those of you who have the excess money or just feel generous, thank you. What I need to do is build a place to like put everyone's names. So that at the end of these videos, I can go through and like say everyone's usernames that donated and stuff. Provide a suggestion. Let me know like what sort of building that should be. Should it just be on this wall? I don't know. That feels. But what should I build? It could even be like a contraption of some sort. I don't know. I'm sure you guys have some ideas. Anyhow, I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one when we. I don't know. When we do something. All right. Goodbye.